Use this. Hey, use this.
Hello. Is this better? Okay. Oh, okay. Anyway, I just want to mention that Lee Zeldin has been coming to this community for over a year. Since last August, Lee Zeldin has come to this community to meet with us, to hear our concerns, and we have to think about how to vote properly. I want everybody to remember that there is not just one candidate, but also to look at the back of your ballot. There are some resolutions, with ballot resolutions. Vote no on all of them. Vote no. Vote no. Vote no. Vote no. Now I want to have a number of you here to just say, get out the vote. And I'll just start, Gary, would you like to say, get out the vote in whatever language you're comfortable with?
出嚟投票。Make sure you come out and vote, alright? Your vote needs to be counted.
大家好，希望大家首先一件事情，把你手机的那个音响关掉，然后等一下啦就不会吵。等一下因为李小董来时候演讲的时候，就不会大家都吵了，好不好？啊，还有，我希望我们给大家都看到，给主流媒体也看到，我们的素质不是一般。谢谢你们。还有一点，大家记得一定要出来投票，而且还有的，不管你是哪一个党，今年来讲的话，我相信很多民主党的朋友，他们也会投去共和党票。那这个才是民主的需要的东西，好不好？大家努力。
What he said is important. It doesn't matter what party you are. Person, the right. A good time to think about voting Republican, folks. Okay, let's have a quick. Yachting, could you say a couple words?
Hello， 大家好我是朱雅婷，请大家出去星期二、星期六、星期天一定要去投票 ，Vote for Lee Zeldin.
Lee Zeldin.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much, folks. Okay? Lee doesn't need an introduction, but I am going to ask another man who needs no introduction to introduce him. Curtis Lewa, please, could you say a couple words?
First off, I want to thank the Asian American, Chinese American community because in my mayoral election, for the first time, Lee, the Asian Americans and Chinese Americans voted for the Republican candidate for mayor. And it shocked the Democratic leaders in the Chinese community. Congresswoman Meng tweeted that night and said words that I can't describe in terms of what happened. Well, what happened was I saw Lee Zeldin coalesce all of you when he won the nomination. I saw Chairman Langworthy put together the same Asian-Chinese coalition. And I can assure you, Lee, you have dedicated voters here, committed voters who are going to go out in their community and they're going to get those moderate Democrats and those independents and they're going to bring them to the polls November 8th for 4 reasons. The 109th precinct, Lee Zeldin, right down the block, now has the highest, fastest growing crime rate in New York City by 79%. Never happened before. Flushing, Whitestone, Bayside, College Point, a growing Chinese community. the meritocracy of their children being denied moving up in the public school system. The fact that Asians are being targeted and attacked on a regular basis in the subways, in the streets. And lastly, that they have decided to push shelters in their community, hoping to drive out the Asian Americans and Chinese Americans from this great city of ours. I can assure you, Lee Zeldin will stop all of that, will fight for law and order. Think hope when you think Lee Zeldin against Hoku, which means more crime, more shelters, less meritocracy, less equality. I give you the next governor of the state of New York, Congressman Lee Zeldin.
Curtis Lewa. We have 4 more days and we have an opportunity to save our state. We want safe streets, right? We have to go out and fight for safe streets. We want to fight for the quality of education for our kids, right? Well, we have an opportunity to go out and get it in 4 days. The American dream is one that's filled with eternal hope and optimism. But in order for our American dream to be a New York dream, it requires us to be able to walk our streets, to ride our subways, knowing that the streets and the subways belong to you, the law-abiding New Yorker. It doesn't belong to the criminal. We do this for our children. Our children's education has been under attack by people who want to get rid of advanced academics in the name of equity, under attack by people who want to get rid of merit-based entry into specialty schools.
Keep the test!
For my daughters, because I have an Asian American family, if they were to check a box for being Asian American, to think that they would be denied an opportunity that they are otherwise qualified for because they're Asian is as un-American as it gets. We need to make sure that we protect your son and daughter's education up in Albany and here in New York City. There are people in our lives struggling between whether or not to be able to heat their homes or feed their families. Life in New York is getting more expensive. It's harder to be a small business owner. Attacks on freedoms by people in government. I want all of you to have a government that you can be proud of again. A government, when you elect a governor, has someone who understands that public service is about serving the people, not being served by the people. It's important for all of you to have a government where you know that when you are exchanging freedoms with government, they're only going in one direction, and that's government giving you more freedom. Government giving you your freedoms back. That is what you are fighting for. Safe streets, a more affordable quality of life for our kids and for our future. The Asian American community came out really strong for Curtis Lewa last year. And I've spoken to Curtis about it. He is so grateful. I could speak for myself and tell you that I am so grateful for all of your support all throughout this entire campaign. It's been a long journey. Over 18 months. Many dozens of events together in Flushing, in Sunset Park, in Chinatown. Through this journey, you've had members of your own community pushed in front of an oncoming subway car and murdered. Stabbed to death in her apartment in Lower Manhattan. Beaten to death on the streets with a hammer. There is raw, violent hate. And you deserve action on day one. That means as soon as I am sworn into office, it is my pledge and it is my duty that the first action, the first day, is telling the Manhattan District Attorney, Alvin Bragg, that he's being fired. There was a terrible tragedy that happened yesterday in Manhattan at Pier 45. A woman was going out for a run early in the morning, and she was attacked and choked and assaulted and raped. When I was there this morning to talk about how important it is to fight crime and to make our streets safe, I was talking about how there is a crime emergency in New York.
Yes, there is.
Kathy Hochul had sent people to this press conference, and when I said this, they started yelling at me and they said there's no crime emergency.
What are they, blind?
The first day that I am in office, I am going to declare a crime emergency in New York. And we are going to force the state legislature to come to the table with all of us by suspending cashless bail and less is more and raise the age in the HALT Act and discovery law changes, because the streets, the subways belong to you and your families. 4 more days. And I'll tell you, there are a lot of people who we know who will not vote unless we get them to vote. And when you hear from them and they tell you that they are a proud American, tell them this: they are given a right to vote, but it's not just a right. It is your obligation. It is your responsibility. It is your duty. In order for you to have the city you want, in order for all of you to have the state that you deserve, I need everybody to do everything in your power with every minute of every day, telling everybody you know that they have to come out and vote in order to be able to hold on to what is a New York dream, to restore the Big Apple, and to restore the state to glory. We have to fire Kathy Hochul and end one-party rule, and then we will have the outcome that you deserve. We will be able to save our state. Thank you so much for all of your support. Let's go out and fight for a better future for our families. God bless all of you. Thank you so much.
Okay, let me tell you something. Asian Americans are family oriented. And we here